Well, I don't know. Like, so you could censor me
Have
saying...
you seen... I could. I wish you'd stop and then I wouldn't have to do it. But now that you said that, I have to do it.
Hi, and welcome to Tank Talks. I'm Brandon.
I'm Keith. I didn't know who was going to say their name first today.
I included the S this time, too.
That's right, and I appreciate you for doing that. Sometimes Brandon doesn't include the S in the name of our show.
But every letter is just as valuable as every other letter.
That's true. You could have been saying tank tax.
Mm-hmm.
Or tank aux.
Pay the tank tax to go to the tank jail.
That's right. That's a different show that we have called Pay the Tank Tax. We don't have that show.
We just call random people and ask if they're going to pay the tank tax.
Right.
And if they say no, or if they question it, we just send the secret police there.
The secret tank police. Really, we just go drop Mia off at their house.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to record this video once before, but she was being loud and wasn't having any of it.
She was being a bad... She did us a harm.
She did us the bamboozle. She tried to pretend... She pretended she was going to be a good girl, but then she showed her true colors and became a bad girl.
So, Keith, tell me, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving could not ever been better, Brandon. Let me tell you why.
You started that off sounding like a kid, like in elementary school. I think there's so much excitement behind that.
I said it couldn't have been better. I don't want to say that it could have, but I also don't really want to go and say, ooh, it was the best Thanksgiving ever. It was my first Thanksgiving as a married man.
Mm-hmm.
And that changes my Thanksgiving substantially in that both my parents have divorced and remarried. So I've always had 2 Thanksgivings to go to. But whenever I married my beautiful wife, whose parents also divorced and remarried, she always had 2 Thanksgivings. So that, if you're counting at home, is a total of 4 Thanksgivings that your boy, Keith, had to go to. And I don't want to say had, because it wasn't bad. I love spending time with my own family. And I enjoy spending time with Lizzie's family as well. But there was a lot more travel involved with Thanksgiving. A little more pressure to be, not pressure that we got from family, but pressure from ourselves to try to make it everywhere and visit. But we ended up having a good time. We ate plenty of food. I feel like a real chubby boy. But I ate plenty of food. And it was a good Thanksgiving. And we finished it up with Black Friday. But before we talk about that, how was your Thanksgiving, Brennan?
It was good. Like you, my family divorced when I was very young.
Not funny.
They did not.
Brandon likes to make jokes out of how he is the only member of our friend group who does not come from a broken home.
My grandparents, they're divorced. So that's where the divorce came from.
It was going to make me really not upset, but I was going to feel really bad if you just completely glossed over that comment and didn't address it, because I would have felt really mean. And again, how am I supposed to feel mean in this situation?
But no, we went and ate with my dad's dad, and then we ate with my dad's mom, and then my mom's mom always cooks Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And so we had Thanksgiving on Tuesday night at Cracker Barrel. Wednesday night at Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
And then Thursday, lunchtime at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel.
You told me about this earlier, but I didn't put together that you were at lunch on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Is that a tradition, or is that...
Yeah, that's actually always been a tradition where on my dad's side of the family, with his dad, because like I said, his parents got divorced.
Right.
So we used to go and eat with with his mom's family, and then we would go eat with his dad's family. But his dad's his dad's family, our great grandma used to always take us out to Ryan's to eat. So Thanksgiving was Ryan's Day.
But going out to eat is a thing that side of the family has done.
Yeah.
So I personally find that to be different. I don't know do you go out to eat on Thanksgiving? Maybe, maybe not. So it's out to eat for the lunchtime meal, and then you have the big Thanksgiving meal for supper.
Yeah, this year we actually had a Buford stew.
So you don't even eat the typical Thanksgiving meal. How interesting.
Usually my grandma cooks a traditional Thanksgiving meal, and I mean honestly, if you go Cracker Barrel, they offer the authentic Thanksgiving dinner. Because you can go there and they have a condensed list or menu that day. But you have a menu you can order, or a meal where it's turkey, dressing, like sweet potato casserole, beans, biscuits, and like I think like some kind of like jelly stuff or whatever.
Cranberry sauce?
Yeah.
That checks all the boxes for Thanksgiving.
So you can do that. For me though, that night I ordered fried chicken, and then that day I ordered chicken tenderloins.
That is.
I wanted to eat healthy.
Yeah, I wanted to eat healthy for Thanksgiving. So that's I'm learning a lot about you. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I had never heard you talk about the typical Thanksgiving meal, but.
Well, you never came. You're too busy eating with your family.
Yeah, I was too busy making my rounds.
But with the passing of the Thanksgiving meal, you enter the real holiday that we celebrate.
Who really cares about the Thanksgiving?
Black Friday.
Black Friday. That's what we're talking about.
And
Friday,
this year it was fun because you actually came with a list.
I did. I came with a list with more than one item on it. It is interesting because usually, ever since what? Probably since 2010.
2011.
2011 was the first time we went Black Friday shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but up until this time, you always wanted to like check out t-shirts.
Yeah.
Did you ever have anything specific you wanted to buy?
I would say for the first like maybe 2 years, I didn't. It was more of just going there and seeing if I could buy something.
Right.
And just kind of like watching the people. But I would say for the past 3 or 4 years, I've actually looked through a lot. It was just normally like, with my budget was like, okay, I got $25 to spend. Now this year was the first year that I actually had like a pretty like good sized budget, like for stuff. But normally it's going through and just seeing like, okay, because also in years past, what I would do is I would look up stuff that's going to be cheap, and I would let my mom know if it was on the Christmas list that, hey, if you purchase that like now, you can get it cheaper.
What a good son you are, trying to help out your mom. That's
Thank
impressive.
you.
But, yes, Black Friday was fun. This was the first time that I went up there. I had more than one thing that I wanted to get. I only ended up purchasing the one big thing that I wanted. Big thing. But I wanted some other clothing items as well. So, go ahead and unveil that this jacket that I'm wearing was my Black Friday purchase. I saved $100 on it. I do not already have a down jacket, and we will be going to Scotland for our honeymoon in December, the day after Christmas, and I needed something warm and fuzzily to wear to keep me warm.
That is not fuzzily.
It's fuzzily on the inside.
Is it?
Well, it'd be feathers.
Oh. Okay.
So thank you for bringing that out. And Brandon,
I just don't want people to go purchase that, and they're going to be expecting feathers, and they're going to put it on and say, why is Keith leading us astray?
That's correct, Brennan. After my endorsement of this jacket, there will be droves of humans going.
We're going to have the CEO of Nautica come out and say, listen, I know Keith has been speaking on behalf of our company, but he does not speak for us.
He is not authorized. Keith is not an authorized Nautica brand ambassador. I've never had a Nautica thing before. There are some brands that I know, but I knew I needed a jacket that looked like this according to my wife, and that's what I got. Brent, I believe you're wearing something you purchased on Black Friday.
I am. Each year we went for Black Friday shopping, I went to Hot Topic because they have t-shirts for $10 and everyone in there is very nice. And so recently they had the Bullet Club, which is a wrestling
they already know.
Group. They do. That's who our viewers are.
Yeah.
But they're a wrestling group out of New Japan Wrestling, which is located in Japan, surprisingly.
But not old Japan.
And one of the teams there, the Young Bucks, have done a really good job at marketing themselves. And they struck a deal with Hot Topic to carry these t-shirts. So I was able to pick up a couple of them. And I picked up my girlfriend a couple of gifts, not related to wrestling.
You going to tell us what they are?
Right? I am. No.
I wish you would have just give like 3 minutes worth of stuff, and I could just like censor your mouth with the long beep.
Can you censor stuff?
Yeah.
You can?
What do you mean, can I?
Well, I don't know. So you could censor me
saying...
Have
you seen... I could. I wish you'd stop, and then I wouldn't have to do it. But now that you said that, I have to do it. If you stop, you have to stop. I don't want to spend all of my time censoring this, but the stuff that you're saying has to be censored.
What if you censor yourself after that, so it looks like you got it and then censored it?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let myself slip and say. I think I just did it. I'm begging you, Brennan. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to stop. I don't want to censor anyone.
All right.
You know what needs to be censored, though?
What?
People who do Christmas too far in advance. Because that's really what we're trying to talk about here today.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
We spent a lot of time trying to get there, and I could feel us not going there.
Uh-huh. Oh, I thought you meant like Black Friday shopping, like you were going to blame those people.
I'm saying in our show, I felt us going towards it, but I felt like we veered off.
Well, see, I think that, like, in times past, you would go through, like, Halloween. Then the day after, a couple weeks, you'd have Thanksgiving, and you could really enjoy it. And then you used to have Christmas would start like around the time people started getting out of like school for Christmas and all.
Right.
But now, or like even the day after Thanksgiving, like I think it's kind of silly to jump right into it, but okay, that makes sense. But now, like where I work at, where we wash our dishes, they've been playing Christmas music for like a good month now.
Oh yeah. They're like in downtown Columbia, South Carolina, the metropolitan city in which I live and work.
Live and work?
just work. They've already got like the wreaths and stuff up on street posts. Mm-hmm. That was like early November they put those up. I don't remember Christmas ever even existing between Halloween and Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. All you could think about is brown and orange and turkey between Halloween and Thanksgiving. Once you had a belly full of turkey, it's like it unlocked your brain for thinking about Christmas.
Like, honestly, right now, I feel like I just want to skip Christmas and go buy some fireworks and just jump right into New Year's Eve.
I don't want to do that, but it feels like it's taken away some of the magic, some of the grandiose nature of the holiday is whenever you extend it too far. And it's capitalism, Brandon. It's grabbing at more of our dollars. They want us to start shopping for Christmas early. They want us to start nabbing those sales and buying a new Lincoln. But
I'm good at buying stuff. I just don't want you to play that horrible music in those claymation shows.
That's true.
Are you a fan of the claymation shows?
No, I'm not.
My family is a huge fan of those. And it used to be a thing where we'd sit around and watch them, but we do not do that anymore.
There are many places where you and I we differ. But claymations, I also say that I don't want to see those.
So would you say there's no Christmas special you enjoy watching?
That's not true. I enjoy Christmas stuff sometimes. It's claymations. Wallace and Gromit, get out. Chicken Run, makes me uncomfortable.
Well, both of those are not Christmas.
I know. I'm trying to give you the Coraline, go. Uncomfortable.
Coraline was...
It's stop motion.
No. Was there a difference between claymation and stop motion?
I mean, it was like physical.
So like Frosty the Snowman, hate that. Rudolph, Santa's coming to town.
If it is a claymation, I do not want to watch it.
What if it's just Christmas themed?
I like Christmas themed stuff. I like the Grinch. I think it's fun.
Which Grinch?
I like the anime. I grew up on the animated Grinch. I also like the Jim Carrey Grinch. Also, I used to like Elf until it became like the biggest thing. Like I still like Elf, but I think it's overhyped.
I think that when it comes to the Grinch, I like how they did the Jim Carrey version, but I don't really like the ending of the animated one,
where everything works out and they're happy.
I just feel like no one really learned a lesson.
The Grinch learned his lesson.
Like he changed, but all those people didn't change.
They don't need to change. People. They weren't bad. They're who's.
Well, they didn't try to communicate with him.
I think you're asking too much of this.
No one special. Says like, "Oh, it's Whoville featuring the Grinch." Like the main character is the Grinch,
and he's the one who changed.
But no one in that town sees that. Everyone in that town thinks he was a horrible person. Now he's a decent guy. They're still going to lock their doors at night when he comes walking by.
I think you're right. This episode has really gone off the rails. It started off the rails. But I think the point we're trying to make is that Christmas is starting too early. The farther you extend the Christmas season, it disappears. If you extend Christmas to be all year, you lose Christmas. Nothing is sacred. There's a phrase. If everything is special, nothing's special.
Those who forget history are doomed to travel the Trail of Tears.
Yeah, that is the one that works for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We really appreciate you watching this video. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Brennan?
People in Whoville are not good people.
And you can take that to the bank in Whoville. The Whoville to Whoville Banking.
Not if you're the Grinch, because you probably can't even get a loan there.
Yeah. You're probably right. The Grinch can probably not.
He's the people that they say, like, he gives them their information. They say, let me go run this by our manager.
Yeah.
And just go in there and they just talk crap about it. And then
Right.
they come back and they're like, I'm sorry, you misspelled this.
Yeah. So if you get anything from this, just hold off on celebrating Christmas until at least it's December. Then you get into it. Also, don't trust the Grinch whenever he says he can get a loan for his new business venture. We appreciate you for watching this program. We know it might have been a struggle to get this far. We hope that you like us enough, though, to stick around. If there is anything that you desire for us to hear from you, please leave it in the comment box. Also, if you want to show us your love, take your mousey boy and click that like button that should be down this way, in this area. As well as please click the subscribey boy.
Oh, wait, I think the like's down here.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I know it's beneath the video.
They can like right here, and I think they can share right here, and they can comment if they go deep enough right here.
No, I think you're wrong. I think all the stuff is under me. Why do you think I chose this chair?
Well, no, the way we are right now, you're underneath it. But see, it's going to swap it.
It's not going to swap, though.
It is going to swap it.
I don't think it is.
It's going to swap it. I'm going to be on the left side of the video.
You're on the left side of the video right now.
Yeah, and it's underneath me.
I don't think you're right.
I think so.
We will see. Comment if we're right. Comment if the like button is underneath me. And like the video if the comment button is underneath Brandon. But also like it for real. Forever. I don't care if I'm wrong. Just like it. Please subscribe to our channel as well. We are poor and we need your money.
Yes.
So the more subscribers we get, the more dollars we get. Mail us your money as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're going to shut this video down now. Tell them goodbye, Brandon.
Bye.
Goodbye.